Yep.
There we go. I had to adjust my my mic there. All right, team speaks up and mic is up. Cool. Hey Jason, I see you out there. How's it going, man? See you're stuck on the couch, it looks like. Could be worse. Maverick, are you here?
Yeah, I'm in TeamSpeak.
Gotcha. Yeah, just if I'm annoying people, tell you what, I'm gonna jump up in the champagne room. Zex, if you want to come hang out, come on. I don't want to interrupt anybody.
Channel switched. User joined your channel.
All right, this is my first stream on YouTube also, so see if anybody comes around on that. Finally got that figured out, how to stream on both at the same time.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh, I've got this job I have to abandon. And my track IR did not take, so restart one more time, of course. I just jumped into a different room, Mavericks, in a different channel. There we go. Track IR's back. I don't know why it does that. I have to restart TruckSim every time to get track IR to come up. All right, there we go. Now let's get
You wanna crumble?
grab my trailer. So, what are you planning on doing?
Now, what kind of cookie are you? You a
Oh, cool,
chocolate
thank
chip,
you.
or you a plain cookie, or you a special cookie?
What are you doing with that
I
license?
like special cookies.
I quit teaching
I'm a
back
special
in
cookie.
March once my teaching contract ended.
I don't know
Since
about
I've
cookies
been
here,
kind of
but you
planning a
definitely
new
special.
career in the food industry, specifically
cookie
food
down?
trucks.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, someone wanted a special
So
cookie, and
I
I'll send
picked
on the
up this
special cookie.
part-time job that does Texas barbecue.
I'm
It basically
a
sells,
brownie.
drives the food truck on all the military bases here on
I
Okinawa.
think you need to be
And
remade, mate.
I
You've been baked a little too long.
basically serve right now barbecue
I
to
think you
military
ruined it for
personnel,
everyone.
learning the trade, learning the industry. You know, it's a
No, I didn't.
completely new industry for me, so I'm starting from scratch. But just learning,
Stood on
making
that.
ends meet, trying to understand the management, the ordering, the whole process of
Howdy, Rocky.
running a food truck, basically. I hope to sell street tacos.
Oh, well, that's pretty cool.
Testing 1 2, testing 1 2. Can I get a mic check?
Selling tacos in Japan.
Check is in the
Yeah, actually, Mexican food here on this island is quite popular. But everywhere I've been, it's been very underwhelming.
Hmm.
And I want to
What up,
do it
Rocky?
some justice, or at least make
DJ,
it taste
DJ,
good,
you got a couple of parrots in
and
your
make it
mic?
affordable.
Yeah.
After all, they're just tacos.
Yeah. So Jason Rivard's in the chat. He says it's sexy, sexy.
Sexy, sexy.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
Any of the other viewers that aren't the regulars, thanks for hanging out. I think there may be one more lurking. Just getting going on the left lane server. Come join us. So Zex, when's the last time you've been in Truck Sim?
Several months ago.
Jason said, "Are we there yet?" Jason said, "Are we there yet? I have to pee." It's funny. Sorry, what'd you say, Zex?
Probably April.
Okay. I kind of got back into it pretty hard. I'm looking forward to whenever I can afford it, getting the like the Moses set up, really upgrading all my stuff. That new wheel looks awesome that they're putting out.
Yeah. Looks like you're using mods, huh? Or
Yeah, yeah. So this is this server has tons of mods. Let's see here. So like,
Side textures look really crisp and clean.
so I'm not running any mods on like for the overall look of it. This is a modded truck and whatnot, but so this is the Alaska map that came out. Now that's a paid mod,
I just had to make sure
but it's
someone's
amazing.
alive.
It could be its own game.
They're alive.
That looks really good.
Yeah. Yeah, the Alaska. This is my favorite mod, favorite map, whatever. The driving is different.
Base, that's littering.
Littering and well, since it's just us boys here for the minute, I'll tell you a funny story about that. So, probably about 10 years ago, I was going to Oshkosh, the big air show, and this company that I worked for in high school and always kind of kept in touch with, I had this deal with them where I would drive a vehicle that had all their stuff to Oshkosh, and in exchange they would, I'd work for them for the week, and then you know, I'd get free entry and all that into Oshkosh. Well, so we leave South Carolina and go by, oh, that damage, come on. We go to my boss's parents' house, who they were in their mid-90s at the time, in Georgia. And the idea is we're going to stop there. Basically, the guy that you know, that I work with, he was going to drive their RV with them up to Oshkosh, and I was going to follow him in like the chase vehicle that had all of the, you know, air show stuff, right? Well, and I think it's this one. I've done this before. So we pull out 3 o'clock in the morning, and you know, we go and we're drinking coffee, and I really had to pee, and I'm like, there's no way that like I have to pee and these 90-year-olds don't yet. So like I refuse to stop, like just to, you know, stop progress. So I look behind me, and I had a big Yeti cooler behind me full of water bottles. And my grand scheme was to just chug a water bottle real quick, so I had a water bottle and I'd pee in it. And that started a vicious cycle. So chug the water bottle, pee in the water bottle. 10 minutes later, chug a water bottle, pee in a bottle. And it never dawned on me that I could just roll the window down and pour some water out, you know? It hit me like an hour or two later. Of course, it's like, you know, 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. So we get to our first stop, and I don't even say anything to the guy that was driving. Ooh, that's not a great spot to pull into. We get out to fuel up, and I'm just like throwing water bottles in the trash can. I explained to him later, you know, what was happening. Oh, come on. Go ahead and air up here. They're not even going to get me over. All right. I will try another spot to jump over then. Well, you know, we were going through like Tennessee, and I didn't really want to do that. Didn't feel like getting a littering ticket, you know, like 15 states away from my destination. And at the time I was still a patrol officer, so I thought that would be very difficult to explain to my supervisors. All right, I think we're making it. That's nice. I had a guy throwing chicken bones out, like in downtown one day, like right in front of me. Like chicken bones. So, you know, a couple things about that. Apparently he just was hungry enough to be going down the road eating chicken wings.
Come on, let's keep the CB convoy related only. Hey, for once the deal, it wasn't me. I was just saying on your left, Mark. Normally I'm the high air boy or something. Copy, Bill.
Yeah, what up, Cash?
How are you, buddy?
This berm's gonna get in my ear here.
Yeah, not too shabby, mate, yourself?
Yeah, going well, mate. How many trailers today, bud?
Well, I've got the fuel trailers on, so it's 253 footers with a dolly.
Yeah, Roger.
I have been running like 3 trailers pretty much all day though, so, yeah, something different.
Break on 9 for a radio check. It's working, buddy.
There we go.
5x5.
Finally. Alright, so cop pulls him over, guy freaks out, cop's giving me a ticket, managed to get a littering ticket. Fine for discarding a boat was 500. Yeah, that checks out. Ours was 1,092.50. Yeah. Good times. Alright. Now if I can get over this berm, we're gonna be on the road. A couple new ones in the chat there. Thanks for hanging out. How's it going, y'all?
For littering was $2,000. For lit butt was 500. What happens if the butt wasn't lit?
Yeah, I'm not sure what the laws are there. For us, it didn't matter. It was just a littering ticket.
I had a coworker put out his butt to his ginger ale can, and then a few minutes later had completely forgotten that he had put a button there to the sip of it.
Oh, that's disgusting. Here's a good story. So my grandparents were in the process of moving, and my grandma had this big witch's cauldron kind of cast iron pot thing on her porch. Well, they had since moved, and she had like flowers planted it and stuff. Well, she obviously hadn't been there to water them and stuff, so everything in there was just dead and dry, right? So my dad worked at the airport, and on the way into work, he was going to go get this witch's cauldron thing for my grandmother and just pick it up, put it in his truck. My dad smokes. Well, he gets this thing in the truck, realizes he's a few minutes late. He calls his boss, and is just saying, "Hey, I'm going to be a few minutes late." Well, we had those old Nextel phones, right? The big bricks with like the walkie-talkie thing on them.
Yeah.
Well, they were great for the walkie-talkie, but the actual phone service was terrible, right? So he calls to tell his boss that he's running late. Well, he throws a cigarette butt out the window, and it lands in the witch's pot in the back of his truck. Well, so he's trying to explain this to his boss as he's driving to work. But all my dad's boss heard was, I'm gonna be late. I've got a smoking pot in the back of my truck. So he hears I'm smoking pot in the back of my truck kind of thing. So he gets to work and has to go do a pee test. Good times. Hey Jason, you like this camera view or the other one better? I've been kind of playing around with it today.
I kind of like both.
Yeah, I need a better camera that has a higher color range or brightness range, I guess. So it's doesn't wash the screen out. I really fight with the lighting in here. I really like the POV streams where like the camera's behind them and you're actually just looking through the camera at the screens, but That takes a pretty good camera. I don't have one at the moment. Yeah, and that's kind of, I feel like it's missing that, but at the same time, a lot of the viewers, other than y'all, actually like want to interact and see the guy they're watching. So I'm experimenting with this just to see if, it has better results. So we'll see. Yeah, I'm struggling over here. Not seeing your ugly. That's fine by me. I don't want to put my face out there either, but here we are. Yeah, Zex, I had an outpatient surgery thing done the other day. What was supposed to be this tiny little like bump, basically like a cyst being cut out on the side of my head. And they got in there and they're like, oh, we have to open it up way more, right? So I ended up with like probably maybe an 1.5 to 2 inch incision over my right ear. And they took a hunk out, man. So
Did they biopsy it?
Say again?
Did they biopsy it?
Yeah, they're sitting it off. I mean, they think it's just a, sebaceous cyst or whatever. Just as a result of like a ingrown hair that got aggravated,
Yeah.
Which I've never had before. It was just really weird. But I'm like dying, so I've got a hat on, and then like just to try to, it's just like knives. 555.
Yeah, but an ingrown hair can definitely do that. Sometimes in my beard, when a new strand comes out, sometimes it just gets stuck. And I get it too.
No, I think like right now my pain's just coming from the stitches themselves. So I start a 3-day trip tomorrow, and then I have a day off, and on that day I'm going to get the stitches removed. So because like the surgical side itself doesn't really hurt. Like I've taken showers and shampoo and all, like that doesn't hurt at all. But I think it's almost like pinching, like the stitching. So I don't know. Glad to have it gone. It was making haircuts a pain in the ass. YVR, so that's what, Vancouver? So we are as of right now, more or less an East Coast airline. We're slowly creeping out west depending on what American wants us to be doing. But as far as Canada goes, I've done like Toronto, Montreal, Ottawa, that kind of stuff. So it's hard to say it's even Canada because it's just like, New York's attic. I've been to Vancouver. I did a cruise out of Vancouver when I was probably, I think 13, maybe, something like that. I just remember it was raining the entire time we were there. We're supposed to be, I'm kind of using air quotes because nobody really knows when, but we're supposed to be getting 175s to replace our 145 fleet in the next 2 years, and then that's going to give us a lot of the same route structure as our sister company. Yeah, so with the 175s, I'm thinking we'll probably hit a lot more Western stuff. Yeah, I fly the Brazilian pencil right now. It's a good airplane. Gonna be sad when it goes. I really don't want to learn another airplane, if I'm honest. The Zax, I got Jason in here, and he got the Alaska mod and everything. And he kept talking about how pretty it was and stuff. Well, the trip that we did, you literally couldn't see 10 feet past the truck because of the fog. So like these little posts here, you'd see one and it would disappear. You'd wait a second, another one would appear, and then it'd go away. So like we were literally just driving post to post to post for like 30 minutes. It was awful.
Go ahead.
That sounds awesome.
Oh, it was terrible. Like, it would go away and then you'd end up on the wrong side of the post.
Yeah. Just follow the GPS.
Yeah. 195. That's 195 is a big boy. The biggest Embraer regional make or the biggest regional Embraer makes. I'm not even sure who's still flying 195s.
555, driver 555. Thank you, sir. Hey, whoever just said radio check, we got a fuel tank job that just started off. Hey, I gotta ask, what's a 555, man? Like, kind of old guy?
He's asking about
It's
it.
a real way to say you're all clear.
Yeah, it's the real way on the CB. That's how you say it on the if you were to use a real CB radio.
Nobody says that on the CB radio.
Nobody says that. Oh, that's funny.
Good morning, a mic check. 10-4, 10-4. 555, driver 555.
In this day and age, it would be a headset check.
Ain't no one saying over here neither. 555 is really not a thing.
2x2 configuration.
I think they stopped at that.
Interesting. Yeah.
It's because nobody talks to their truck drivers. They don't talk to each other anymore. They just talk to themselves.
What airline was she flying on?
That's a
Jason.
fact.
I have the most entertaining conversations where I enter myself, mate. So, you know, good times, good times.
Porter. Oh, interesting.
I know that because I am one of them.
I have to look them up. I didn't realize they were still flying 195s. American had them for a while. Actual mainline was flying them. 190s technically. But that was years ago, and they parked all of them, sold them all off.
Moving off the CB, there ain't no difference there.
And this here's what the CB used to be all about, the chatterbox. A lot of company trucks don't even have radios in them anymore. Oh, they might want to think about it.
Interesting. Yeah. Yeah, I'll have to look into it.
No, the one I work for.
Yeah, even the 175 is a good airplane. Curious about the 195 configuration because 175 is pretty comfy.
Yeah, well, we still live in a country where we don't have that whole coverage with the old cell phone service, you know.
I personally like getting away from the cell phone coverage because then you can't hear from base. They can't tell you you're stuffing up when you know you're not. Someone got a tanker dropped out of Texas.
Jason, did you find the YouTube link? The YouTube YouTube channel?
I'm almost to Prudhoe Bay.
So far, I haven't seen anybody in the chat there. If anybody's out there on YouTube, feel free to say hey.
See, now you're dating yourself. I was just about to say the same thing. You told us your age there, bud. I ran 3 paper logs at once just so the DOT could leave me alone. But yeah, he dated himself to my time frame in life. Well, what you guys think there?
Yeah, there's always that one. I'm curious about the farming tractor up here in North Alaska.
Yeah, we got another guy. I just got another guy in the source.
Last call for the gas tankers in Texas.
I'm hauling a Roman candle.
All you boys sitting at the gas station over there, you guys were on the last tank job with us.
Interesting, yeah. Okay, well, cool. I'm just glad that it worked. yeah, I kept to kind of back end it through OBS to get it to stream to both. I'm just glad it worked. Well, Jason, tonight's the night where I've got a really late report tomorrow. I'm staying up tonight, so you know, if you have to, what was that movie, 24 Hours, where the guy like cut his arm off with like a pocket knife? If you have to do that to get off the couch, that's fine. It is a sacrifice I'm willing to make.
What you think, Cravey?
Oof. Wow, so you didn't get any sleep today.
I got it lit up, everything. All the lights, see this one right here is the only use.
Yeah, I remember that, coming off of a night shift and trying to have a life, just staying up that day after you get off, man. That's tough. Is that a new truck for you, or is that the result of something being broke or something?
Y'all want to run something, y'all can. I'm over here helping somebody right at the moment, Gravy. Yeah, I think that's right.
That's it.
Alright, I'm going around.
Yes, sir.
May regret it.
Alright, you guys are ready to get them. Let's roll.
Gotcha.
Try to check your ID.
You know, in honor of you, I'm gonna build a T800. I think so. See if I can get on board with the fiberglass nose stuff. Oh, is that what that was? Yeah, I love the chime. It was just very peaceful.
We'll keep coming.
There's two different variants of like the altitude alert chime in the 145, and one of them they call it like the G chord. You know, this really nice, just nice, you know, harmonic altitude alerter. And then some of them just have this really annoying, like, you know. Well, I thought I had a touch of the TISM, you know, just not all the TISM, just a little bit of it. And the captain I'm flying with, he pulls out his notepad and he's writing down. He keeps a list of which airplanes have which altitude alerter, because that's just what he does. It's funny how those little sounds can be so pleasing to you. Oh, that was the, since you know, oh, I didn't see one this morning. I have to look. For some reason I don't get notifications when I get like direct messages through Discord. I need to look into that. Oh, nice. Yeah, I'll give it a look. In chat, anybody else hanging out? How's it going? Thanks for dropping by. Looks like there's a couple of you out there now.
Any gas or anything like that? Okay.
The modded 680. Is that one that's in this server pack? Oh yeah, I'll check it out. Once I finish this job up, I'll look at it. After doing all the Alaska stuff, both with dual drive and triple drive axles, I do think I want to keep this triple axle stuff going though. I have to see what mods are out there for it. Wonder where this Tesla's going to charge at, huh? It sure is. Sure is. This is the hill where Jason and I got stuck, and then I got stuck again later on when it was just me coming up here. I had a truck that I built just to do Alaska stuff in with the low gear and everything, but man, it just slid the entire time. I'm thinking it's like this is a really high gear ratio truck, but for some reason the low gear ratios just don't seem to be able to do it up these hills. I don't know what that's about. Yeah, it was painful. It was very painful. We were running B doubles, so like, you know, double trailers, double fuel trailers. It was a pretty embarrassing trip. Come on.
Hi, Karen.
She has awoken. You've awoken the Kraken. Yeah, so Zach's this wheel setup I've got, this, you know, like I say, it's just the cheap Thrustmaster, the T150.
Yeah.
Well, I found a 3D print file on Thingiverse, and a buddy of mine, he's got a 3D printer, so he printed it for me and mailed it to me. Well, that thing lasted like maybe 2 days, because like, you know, the traditional way of 3D printing is it's like hollow, like it's almost got like a core to it, so it shattered, right? It just couldn't handle the torque. So he's like, oh, no big deal, I'll print it solid. So he reprinted it solid, and I've got it on here, and it immediately, it's showing like stress cracks on it, but as of right now, it's still holding together. So I reached out to a buddy of mine who works for Milwaukee Tools, and he also does like machine work on the side. You know, he's got like a full CNC machine in his house and stuff. And I was like, could you make this for me out of metal? He's like, I'll do you one better. He sent that file, and Milwaukee Tools printed it in their fiberglass resin, which is like what, like firearm grips are made out of. So, courtesy of Milwaukee Tools, I've got two fiberglass resin adapters on the way. Be cool. Like they're
Yeah.
coming sealed with like Milwaukee bag and everything. Pretty neat. Oh, don't, what are you stopping for?
I'll be back. You guys keep going.
So what games are you doing nowadays, X?
Warframe. I re-downloaded Warframe about a month ago. Just got back into that. You know.
I tried it. You know, I couldn't get into it, and I think what it was I was playing with guys who were just like leveled way higher than me.
Yeah.
But you know, it just, I don't know, it didn't scratch the itch for me. I could see it being a cool game though.
You know, it's mindless. It's grindy and everything.
Yeah.
It checks all my boxes, especially if I'm just kind of bored.
Yeah.
You know, right after I quit teaching, I decided to go on unemployment. And, you know, I mean, unemployment was paying more than a regular part-time job. If I worked 160 hours a month at a part-time job, my unemployment pay benefits were still more. So I just said, okay, I'll just be full-time unemployed, claim benefits for the next 2.5 months. During that time, I got back into DCS, learned how to refly the Apache from the gunner's position, pilot's position, dropped the Kiowa from Polychop Sims. I can't remember that, Polychop Sims. Kiowa, got back into Huey, got back into Black Shark, F-16 and everything.
Oh, very cool.
Was doing a lot of flying for that first month and a half. And that was when I was doing a lot of truck simming and racing also, you know. Then I kind of got tired of that, and then kind of jumped ship back to Warframe. Just grinding it out, because I hadn't played Warframe for about 4 years, so there were a lot of updates and quests that I had to complete. So yeah.
Yeah, cool.
That's what I've been doing.
Yeah, I need to you know, DCS for me just has to be in VR. It's just so much better in VR. So I bought a Quest 3, which really highlighted how badly I needed a new graphics card. Especially I kind of started the streaming thing. So I putting DCS kind of on hold for now until I can get a new graphics card, but I do miss it. And for a while, I was kind of playing CFI to a lot of guys. I've got a bunch of pilot buddies I dragged into DCS, and then they all kind of got the helicopter bug, so I was, you know, teaching them how to fly helicopters. All right, I'm going for it.
Hey, what? Who, me?
What, y'all are like, what, 10 hours ahead?
You're on the east side.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
Oh, what time is it there now?
Yeah, it's 10:38. So yeah.
9:30.
9:40.
So y'all are like
guys, right?
13 hours. So yeah, it's 9:40 here. Ooh, I'm gonna stop and get gas, or I'll regret it.
Yeah, we're 13.
Welcome to Coldfoot.
Slow traffic up here for Frank.
Did such a good job with Alaska. What's up, Tex? If you most likely don't even have the volume on, but if you're on, how's it going, man? I need to venture farther out. I've always picked up jobs at the top here.
You're clear to come around there, Frank. No traffic so far.
I guess it doesn't actually go any west at all. I guess it could pick up some stuff down towards Nanana and whatnot.
Line back. Oncoming traffic.
Always wonder where roads like that go. There's a hill that we're going to be coming up on soon that has a little sign beside it. And it's this huge downhill and an uphill, probably 1,000 foot down and 1,000 feet back up. Maybe not quite 1,000. So I stopped at it the other day, and I'm like, I'm going to get a good running start. There's a sign beside it that I just saw, and it's like, oh shit hill. See if I can find that sign again. Ooh, too much.
Quick question for you.
Yeah.
Would you generally agree, that American folks tend to be deterred by poor grammar, especially like on a menu item or description of a restaurant?
I'd say most likely, in general, yes. I mean, you know as good as I that the education system kind of sucks. So a lot of people don't even know, but the ones that do know, yeah, it annoys them. It annoys me.
Yeah.
I was so when I was a supervisor on patrol, I was responsible for basically quality controlling all the reports for the shift.
Oh,
So I got,
I'm sorry to hear that.
yeah, and of course, you know, I'm working with 20-year-old kids, 21-year-old kids that, you know, that they went to be a cop rather than go to college and stuff. So I was very much a grammar Nazi. That was kind of like my full-time job, and I hated it.
Yeah, I think our generation of folks tend to be a lot more keen on pinpointing out the poor grammar mistakes that people have.
Yeah.
And I think it's our generation that we understand the importance of using proper, correct grammar. Whereas the younger generation, it's no longer emphasized anymore. So so long as they can be understood, then that's their mindset, right?
Yeah.
So what?
Well, you know, it's
what I'm trying to say. It's fine.
You know, and I don't want to be that guy that, you know, technology and whatnot, but I've noticed, like, when I was a kid, I was the guy that won spelling bees. Like, I went to like state, you know, doing spelling bees, and like now there's times it's like, how do I spell this word? Because like everything has autocorrect on it, right? So like you get it close enough and it goes, and you know, I think it is a perishable skill.
Yeah, for sure. Either that, you're also just getting older.
Well, there's that. I went through the list of ailments with my wife the other day because I'm almost 36 now and my hair is turning gray. Starting to, you know, hair doesn't fall out. I'm convinced it goes in and comes out other places, but you know, so that's fun.
Watch out for a sign of
Yeah.
road at the 8.
Or grows into cyst.
Yeah, there's that. There's that. Let's cut this mildly irritating thing out and then replace it with a, you know, this massively painful incision. It's good times. That's the first time I've ever had like any sort of like surgery, and even that, like, I don't even really call it surgery. It was a guy in a doctor's office who, you know, gutted me with a scalpel. But that's really the only procedure I ever had, except for like broken bones when I was a kid.
I remember back in 2010, I was visiting my friend in Colorado Springs, and for some reason, I had this huge ass lump next to my fucking a-hole. Like, oh my gosh. And it just started growing and growing and growing to the point where I'm like, I can barely sit down. I need a roid cushion now. I didn't have hemorrhoids back then. But it was something there, like, and I touched it. I'm like, okay, it's not tender or anything, but I can completely tell it's probably a big sebaceous cyst.
Yeah.
Sebaceous cyst, right? So we go to Musashi's. Musashi is a Teppanyaki place, right, where they did your whole fancy grill things and cook in front of you, right?
Okay.
And I go to the restaurant and I come back, and as I sit back down, I realize that pressure has just been released. And I'm like, oh shit, it fucking burst as I just sat down. And as I stand up, like I touch my pants, like, oh shit, went through. It must have been a huge ass fucking cyst.
Oh, that's.
As I walk out, my friend Jeff says, "Yo, did you have an accident?" Like, no, don't talk about it. And his fiance just, I'm like, oh my gosh, yo, what happened? It looks a little bit red. I'm like, yeah, there's a huge cyst. I've been heartbroken for these past couple of weeks. And
Man, that's
first we sat down.
Dude, so like I'm struggling to like sleep just because of like my side. Just imagine, like, that's awful.
Yeah.
Oh man.
The cavity that it left remained for at least 10 years.
Yeah, we can, yeah.
Because I never got it surgically removed, right?
Yeah.
Or tested.
So,
So, as it sealed back up, the sac that remains just remained there as a tiny lump, and occasionally you feel.
Yeah.
So.
Well, they say that, you know, if you don't remove the sac, they can come back.
Yeah.
And that was kind of like. So this actually, like, I went and had my like initial consult, whatever, and then they scheduled me for the appointment to have it removed. You know, and there's like a 2-month delay, right? So I'm working in the garage and I stand up and I hit it on the corner of my my toolbox, and I mean, it was just the worst. Like, I mean, just it never really hurt, right? Like, it never hurt before. It was just this annoying thing, right? That hurt. Oh, here's the big hill. All right, I'm gonna stop here and get some room. So that really hurt. Then I noticed, like, a couple days later, I'm like, it's squishy. Like, it's like almost like it popped. I was like, maybe it's gonna go away, but it never really went away. It just didn't get as big. Ooh, missed that gear. Trying to shift gears like NASCAR here. Come on, 7. And I'm hoping nobody comes my way. You're good. A little squidgy. There's the pipeline.
9 to left, Captain.
I'm getting stuck on this little guy right here a bunch too. Crossing the Yukon.
Rockley deck if anybody wants to join in Sacramento.
quote from the movie.
Get into my belly. About 2 minutes.
Yeah, that's throwing it back. That's for some fat bastard. So did you know that entire, like, the Chili's baby back? So I just learned every bit of that was ad-libbed, and what you see is everybody's legitimate responses. They were all just like, what the fuck is this?
Whatever anybody does.
I ate a baby.
Coming to get us whole truck. Coming to save y'all. I got him hanging off the mirror if you want a 0.
I thought Jason was gonna get on. Maybe he's just heading off to bed. I know he's tired.
What'd you say there, Creamy?
Yeah, he just said I'll be back in a bit. So
That's what I thought he said. Beautiful Fairbanks. I got a buddy that just got hired as a pilot for the Alaska State Troopers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, pretty cool. He used to work for me at the police department. He was one of my patrol officers.
Hey, Lethal with Creamy, I think we're ready, brother. Alright, who's leading? Alright, I guess Zombie's leading, boys. Hey, Lethal, you go there. higher, and we'll just keep it going down the line.
Oh, cut me off. And hit the brakes.
Good Lord, Creamy. There's a Mustang. Who, me? And someone hit that. Hey, you take a fellas, I've got another one if you're interested.
What are you doing now, Zex?
Working on just remote working.
Oh, gotcha. Delta Junction. I've been here a billion times. Huh. Actually, no, I haven't come through here. Where have I gone? Oh, interesting. Yeah, I've never been down this way. I've always gone the other way. Huh. Cool. Oh.
I forgot to load it out of the yard though. You guys want to take a load out of this here? Yeah, it's on the board. Oh, you got the job on the board? Oh, it's Sledge. I think if I don't have it, Sledge has it.
Oh, really? Next, you listening to audio? So, what are you up to tonight?
I don't know what she said.
Get it again.
Talking to Tex, guy on Twitch. If he's a lot of times he watches with the audio turned down.
Oh, got it.
Amazing how dead YouTube is.
I know it's looking skin on that tanker there.
Had one view, and I'm sure that was Jason. Waiting on the algorithm to pick me up.
Yeah. My bad, Punisher.
have just pegged that car. Ouch.
Radio check. Pull up down here, this servo, mate.
So I've been here. I cut over? I mean, huh. I guess I've cut over.
Yeah, I'll just pull off on the highway up here and just let you guys turn right to get signal because I'm good.
User joined your channel.
Who dat?
Really shitty lives.
Yeah.
Hey, Wiley. How you doing?
What you doing?
Just catching up on some stuff since I've been gone.
Yeah. Fun.
What are you doing?
Streaming.
Yeah, well, like, what are you doing?
Truck's in.
Hey, this thing working? Anybody seen my keys? How's it working, but none of us seen your keys.
When do you go back out?
I'm gonna pick something up this week. Not till the 28th. It's Saturday.
Yeah. I ended up taking another day because there's no way I could put a headset on after this thing getting cut off. But I go back in at the 5 p.m. report tomorrow. Do a 3-day, 1 day off, and then a 4-day.
Yeah, that was me. I've been gone for like the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I did 2-3 days back to back. Well, I had 1 day off in the middle, and then that day I had to go do medical and other stuff. And then I got home late and got up the next morning early, packed for that Wyoming trip,
Yeah.
and then left the house at gosh, yeah, I guess. And we left. We got kind of met up, loaded up our stuff in one truck, and drove 15 hours nonstop through the night to Wyoming, and rolled in there, rolled into our unit like, shoot, I don't know, right at white light, like first light, and it was kind of epic.
So that wasn't a flying trip. That was your hunting trip or whatever.
Yeah, the Wyoming.
Oh, okay.
Mule deer trip.
Did you actually kill anything?
I didn't. I didn't have tags, but they did.
Gotcha.
Dude, it's no joke. They were doing like legit, like public land bow hunting.
Pretty cool.
yeah, it was a lot of fun, but it's
Yeah, those. Yeah, exactly. So my problem is like I'll go hunting, I'll go like deer hunting, and I'll see turkeys. I'll go turkey hunting and I see deer. Like, come on, what the hell? Like, I certainly don't want to make it any more difficult by adding a bow to the mix.
Well, then, yeah, there's even more than that. Like, it's not like people bow hunt in Texas, and it's like they they have a deer feeder and they sit in their blind.
Yeah. And wait.
They just wait and shoot a deer. Like, no, that we were everywhere, dude. We didn't sit still the entire, like, we were up there for 5 days, and like basically our theory was the place we were hunting was huge. I mean, we had like, I don't know how big the unit actually is, but the public land is everywhere, and the one we ended up on was like 23,000 acres or something like that.
That's nuts.
And
I'd be afraid like I would end up on somebody's property.
so we used Onyx Hunt.
Yeah.
And it was very good.
Yeah, I did it like a free trial just to see what it was like. 'Cause that's what everybody says for like finding like camping spots and stuff. But there's just not shit out here.
No.
Public property.
No, neither in Texas. Like,
Yeah.
It just doesn't exist. But up there, dude, it's incredible. Although there's this kind of messed up thing, and I guess there's like a lot of litigation over right now out in the western states, but they have landlocked public land. So there's no public access to a large amount of public land. It's like that wasn't really the intent, I don't believe. It's just been kind of massaged that way, I think.
Yeah.
So basically, like, some landowner will somehow, like, 100-yard strip, 100-yard thick by whatever, a couple thousand feet strip off the highway will be private, and then behind it will be 2,000 acres of public land. And so the guy who owns the strip between the freeway,
He basically owns all that property.
yeah, he essentially got free property, and it's like, it wasn't really the intent of the public land, you know?
You find my keys?
And they're super, like, the ranchers up there hate hunters.
I wasn't the best person to drive the truck. You might want to figure it out who that was.
So and I'm sure there's people up there who go up and disrespect stuff. You
Yeah.
know, I don't get that. The guys I was with.
Yeah, there's people that ruin it for everybody.
Yeah, the guys I was with were very conscientious. I mean, we like picked up more trash than we've brought in.
Well, then she got the keys, brother.
Like, didn't, very careful not to trespass and stuff. But even in the public lands, you'll have like this one little road, like the section we were on. There was like a 200-yard section of, it was part of the I think it was federal grasslands. It came up, and then like a corner of a private lot kind of stuck into the area we were at.
Yeah.
And the road continued, but it went private for like a couple hundred yards. So you couldn't drive it. So the only way to get to where we had to go was to go all the way out and back around. It was like a 30 minutes of driving to go 200 yards because you couldn't go through the private road. Even though nobody was there. It's like, it's kind of a big no-no. But we were up in the part of the Thunder Basin grasslands, national grasslands.
Come on down here, dirt track.
That's pretty fun.
Yeah, we saw everything but elk, and we didn't see an elk, we didn't see a mountain lion, and we didn't see a bear, but we saw essentially everything else that lives out there. Where are you driving?
Alaska. Went into Valdez.
I didn't know that was a
Alright, fellas, I got
It's
a long haul on the
it's
board.
it's
gonna
a
be
like a mod, a paid mod, but it could be its own game.
Kansas, going to Page, Arizona. That's going to be the Rackley Triple without a debt.
Pretty amazing.
pretty big.
That'd be
Oh yeah.
only loads on the
But
board,
it's
tag
been
along.
streaming for an hour and a half, and I've been on this one job. Been in Alaska the entire time.
Yeah, apologies. What exactly was that, mate?
Rackley without a deck. So it'd be Rackley Rail.
No worries.
You ever done any muzzle loading?
No, I've been. It's weird. The rhythm of the internet. You know, Al Gore's rhythm has been giving me a bunch of muzzleloading videos here recently.
Mine wasn't even that. I went to Shields the other day, and
Does anybody know if the Mega
and they had
Arkansas? I already know it's buggy with
pretty nice
1.51. I'm just asking if
muzzle loading stuff. And then I've got a Henry big boy, like the brass brass receiver, 45
out
Colt.
yet, so
It's kind of
I
like
highly
which is obviously
doubt
not
it.
muzzle loaded, but got me thinking. And then they went up to do this archery hunt, and I was like, well, F that, basically.
Yeah.
But
Who, me?
but the muzzle loading thing would kind of be neat. But I think if I did it, I'd do like
Who,
the
me?
retro, or not the composite, you know, the stainless and synthetic muzzle loader stuff.
Yeah.
I'd probably like a little more traditional.
Yeah.
Can't say, mate, I've got the Rackley rail. Are you running the rail
I
empty?
was looking at New Mexico rules.
Yeah, that'd be a
and
big old
if I
10-5.
remember right, there's like you can't have an optic.
Yeah,
You can't
apparently I
have
need to
any
get the
kind
rail empty then. 2
of- it has to
seconds.
be iron sights, basically.
Oh, that's pretty wild.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
And yeah, there's like
yeah,
other
on that, so it's
stipulations.
gonna be
Every
a
state's a
rail.
little different, like what they consider a muzzle loader versus.
Yeah, well, I've got
But they
the
have
rail,
ones where you
but
can,
I've
like,
got
build buy
the
kits
flat
and
rail
build
one,
your own
not the rail empty,
muzzle
and it's
loader.
saying
It's
that
not
I'm not
firearms,
able to
I
grab the
guess.
job.
That's weird.
Curious what they're doing with these
Make sure you
containers.
load your own truck and trailer, but yeah, that's weird.
Just pick it up and put it back and forth. Huh. I guess they don't expect people to sit here and watch the container loader that much. Still wild how good this looks. Oh no, shit,
It's
it's
all mod.
yeah. AlaskaMod.com. Damn, it's actually like moving the
to pay
containers.
for.
Yeah, it's like $20, but like, dude, it's worth it just to see something different. You know, you get the ice road truck and stuff up north, and then you kind of get down south, all the little towns. Pretty cool.
Is it as compressed as everything else, or is it a little longer?
It's got the same compression, I think, mile for mile. But it's still. I mean, it took me an hour and a half to get down here. I mean, it's not
Yeah.
a quick thing.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's gonna clip. Yep. Yep. I don't totally know how to get out of here. Guess I can go that way.
Yeah, I've tried the Rackley rail both ways, mate. I still can't grab your job.
Yeah, that'd be big tempo.
Now that I picked up the same job, I have to go back in to pick it back up, I think. Yep.
I'm still looking for my keys. You got my keys, TJ?
Yeah, they're right here in my semi. You want it?
So we, Maverick and I finished the last Ready or Not map last night, one of the containers.
Oh yeah, it's a fun one.
That was an eye-opener to a lot of people on the stream.
Yeah, did you find the container?
Yeah, so I found the container first, and I was like, Maverick, don't open that container. Like, we're saving that one for last.
Yeah, I remember the first time I opened that, I was like, what the?
Yeah. Pretty wild.
I would, but I'm on my way south in Prudhoe Bay right now.
Now, is there storyline attached to the DLC, or is that just kind of its own thing?
Yeah, there's supposed to be like a hurricane that blew in, and there's like a whole, there's a video or something about it. I haven't.
I'm gonna leave about 3 minutes.
I'm not sure if they all tie together or not.
Gotcha.
What about that Halo? Where you at?
Lincoln, Nebraska.
Oh. Yeah, ran into a pylon. Please call truck care. Did I break the truck? Oh man, I smacked that thing dead center. Oh, yeah.
21-hour flight.
Yeah, I'd say I'm stuck. Huh. Alright.
I'll be waiting 3 minutes. If anybody wants to join, if not, train's leaving at 3 minutes. Bad habits. Is that you down there in Coldfoot? Yeah, that's me. Just once. How you doing, buddy?
Look at me over here. I found my keys. I'm looking all pretty and pink.
What'd you have to do to get them back?
Sir, we have to keep it PG on the CB, and I'm streaming, so can't say.
Ooh, what a naughty little girl you are. Wait, what did I miss on the CB?
Yeah, I'll take me to the inbox. I'm just gonna go to the loo first, mate.
I feel like that's an instance where it's like Fight Club. You just don't talk about it.
You went to a Diddy party.
He went to a Diddy party.
No Diddy.
What do you know about that? Please a bet on that? I don't think I need a bet on that.
are you doing tonight, Wiley?
I'm just catching up on stuff since I've been gone.
Well, I'll hit my 750 on the second day of the trip.
Nice.
Yeah, about time. Would have had it a month ago if I wasn't displaced so much.
Yeah.
Annoying. I wish I could see which way this thing's pointing.
Wiley.
What's up?
Where are you these days?
I was still in Tejas.
Okay. What is your favorite barbecue place?
Oh shoot. I don't really have a favorite. I don't do like. I've got some neighbors that do some pretty good stuff, so a lot of times if I do barbecue, I just neighbors who do a thing, and that'll be it.
I was telling Shelby about Hard 8 the other day.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I mean,
it's touristy, admittedly. I know there's better like local joints, but like, you know, you're gonna leave there. Hard 8, yeah.
Oh,
That's kind of the that's the kind of the standard for like airline pilot or pilots in general. Because like there's a ton of training in Dallas. So we go 3 or 4 times, and I was there for training on the PC-12.
yeah, it's good.
Yeah, our barbecue truck only sells pulled pork and ribs. And it has to be USDA approved, right? So trying to get beef brisket on the menu is difficult for us, unfortunately.
Dude, brisket's my favorite. That's the go-to.
Yeah.
I prefer a good, like, dry rub pork rib. It's kind of what I go well done. And it's not a lot of places do them. Like brisket on average, I like better, but a really good dry rub pork rib is preferred. But they're just hard to come by. That are
What's up, guys?
actually
Sorry, I was using the restroom. My bad.
good. Like there's one place down the street, kind of.
You good, mate? I was using it myself too. I just figured I'd pull it out on the street.
They do.
Make a bit of room. I'm a bit bigger than most people.
I've been in there.
With a little truck.
Well, I've been in there several times now, but when I first went, it's like 3 or 4 times. I never even knew what their barbecue sauce tasted like, because their ribs were so good, and they weren't like sauced up, you know.
Yeah, I like a good dry rub.
So good.
I'm still brisket is a lean brisket.
Oh no, the fucking
Dude, I can't do it. Like the fatty stuff just doesn't do it for me. I like the.
Give me the char.
I think I like the char, but like charred but not fatty.
No, I mean, obviously I don't want to eat just that, but like throw some of that in there for sure. The moistest.
I think that'll work. Creative getting in here. Oh, don't stall.
No, good save, Fox. You go
Yeah, there we go.
It's your convoy.
Go ahead and lead the way, sir.
Oversized coming your way, bad habits.
slick looking load you got. Thanks, I heard it's gonna do a lot for her. Almost like you're replacing the one that I'm taking out of there.
Alright, now don't be flirting with each other.
What was that?
Oh, there is a way out of here. Look at that.
Flirting a lot.
Only I follow the lines on the road.
Smack you with my foot liner.
Hey, money man, brother, we can't quite. Are you guys gonna run race miles or regular miles?
I usually run regular, mate, but I don't care either way.
I'm down for 75, 76-ish. We're at a dead stop for a while. I'm set at 79.
Hey, I set it to 75 because, you know, that's what was discussed earlier. My airplane ain't good enough for me.
I think we're pretty good spaced out, so shouldn't have no lag or anything, so it should be fine.
I like that truck back there. I passed it a while ago.
doing all right?
You doing fine so far, mate?
Do you guys ever see a restaurant menu and go, fuck this, I'm going to a different restaurant because the menu just sucks or it just looks so disorganized? Difficult to read.
I can't say that I have. Then again, we don't venture out too much on, you know, we know the ones that we like.
I say for myself, it definitely deters me if I take a look at the menu. If I'm sitting at the restaurant, but I'm already there, so I still order, trying to kind of decipher what the menu's trying to tell me. But if it was, you know, like a takeout joint, if the menu is disorganized or difficult to follow,
Yeah.
I tend to just walk away just because I'm like,
Yeah, I'd buy that. I mean, if it's something like that, I may not come back. I'm a huge believer in just simple menus. You don't need 8,000 things on it.
I want clarity over anything. What about you, Wiley?
Yeah, I mean, like, if I'm already sitting down, I'm probably not gonna leave unless, like, something else is going on. But yeah, if I walk up, like, I'm trying for everybody to eat, especially if I'm by myself, like at work or something like that, and I come up on something, then I just wander on down the road.
Yeah.
Can I get a mic check? Mic check, mic check.
Ew. Everybody has your mic checks. Oh my god.
It's working. 555, driver. 555.
See, bye, bye, bye.
Appreciate it. Okay, Mike.
Watch traffic right through there, rubber ducky.
Hey, Fox, I almost showed up in my Oshkosh. I was really tempted.
Y'all for me?
Yeah, I don't mind running the Oshkosh, to be honest. I got a nice motor and it sounds good, pulls well enough. And having every axle driven comes in handy in some roads. Probably gonna pull up in Laramie and grab some diesel, I think.
10-4.
The joys of running ballistic fuel and starting a job when you haven't already fueled up.
Yeah.
There's a repair station in that area too if anyone wants to use it, you know what I mean?
Yes, sir. And I just blew right past it.
It's just yelling at me the battery's low.
Come on,
Hold
man,
on
I
a
gave
second.
you a warning.
Oh, but there was a semi. I was trying to fight with this semi on the side of me.
What's your turn?
I think my girlfriend's gonna kill me, guys.
Well, rest in peace.
It'll be okay.
I mean, I thought it was a funny joke, but she didn't seem to think it was very funny. I've been drinking since my birthday, and I told her I'm driving just fine, so I sent her a video of me playing, and she freaked out.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell's going on, but I cannot see nothing.
Open your eyes.
They are open.
Alright.
She thought you were driving for real.
They make these wonderful things called headlights. You should try them out sometime. Great invention.
If in doubt, use the spotlights. I've got 3 of them on the Mac.
Oh, my light's up, but it's like, I couldn't even see the road. I had to pull over. It's weird.
I respect you for driving a Mac.
I love my little Mac, eh? The Mac car's got a soft spot in my head. Yeah, I like the little girl.
You talking about that old one from the 70s? The old log truck?
Yeah, mate, little Mac car, cute little girl she is.
I got her in my garage just hanging out. She a pavement princess.
Mate, mine goes everywhere. I'm just waiting for Tyree to put the sleeper cab in for her, and then I'll be happy.
That is wild.
I like that Outlaw W9, but for some reason I have issues hooking up to every trailer with it.
Yeah, I've never had an issue hooking up to trailers with it personally.
With that Outlaw W9, you gotta turn off the advanced coupling on the trailers.
I use advanced coupling with it all the time, never a problem.
I'm wondering if it's because I'm up north and there's snowbanks everywhere.
Is your chat still over?
Negative.
It's trashed.
Also negative. Like I said, I think it's the snowbanks because up here in Prudhoe Bay there's giant mounds of snow everywhere. I haven't tried it in the lower 48.
Speaking of not being able to see anything, there's ice fog up here.
Out there on the ocean, yeah, it was really bad when I was coming through.
And the fog in Alaska ain't no joke either.
It's bad until you get to Prudhoe, driver.
I've driven through it many times, it never gets any nicer.
The only thing you just park that double trailer in reverse is crazy.
Dang, that's wild, bro.
Especially in that small spot, too.
I saw the corner at the end of it. That's insane. Backing up double trailer.
Yeah, well, that was my last truck for the night.
Tried backing up the B double setup, but with 3 trailers.
I was just about to say that if you can back up a C-train, you're built different.
Some nights I get it, some nights I don't. Really depends on the spot they want me to put it in.
I always have trouble on them spots that are right next to the wall.
Oh, they're fine.
And sorry, Dr. Dave, what did you say, mate?
It's fine, just a little scratch paint.
Don't jump in, just cover it up.
They sell paint at Lowe's, ain't a big deal.
Yeah, do you custom paint that it's harder to find?
What is starting your job?
Yeah, I think so, mate, yeah. Joke's on you, pimp. Lowe's in my area offers color match.
Joke's on you, we don't have Lowe's over here.
What's your guys' hardware store called over there?
Oh, we get Bunnies, but they don't do car paint. We've got actual car places to do that.
Oh, I mean, they do too over here in the States, but if you want to do the redneck way, Lowe's is cheaper.
Mate, if I do it the redneck way, I'll go to Bunnies, buy a whole heap of paints and mix until I get the colour I want. got rear-ended. They painted it a completely different colour that I asked for on insurance because they couldn't get anyone in to do the pinstriping, so they did the colour I wanted.
So from what I understand, because my mom has that same issue, because her vehicle's pinstriped, there's not a lot of people that do it by hand anymore.
Nah, there's not, and when they were doing mine on the motorbike, they told me it was going to be upwards of an 8 month wait just for that, whereas everything else is pretty much ready to, like, we can wait the 8 months if you want, or we can paint it a custom colour if you're choosing. They didn't do the exact colour I wanted purple and like a candy apple red, but purple. They did a nice shade of purple, but it wasn't what I wanted, so disappointed, but well.
I'm trying to talk to my car, but you two are hogging the radio.
Yeah, do you want to grab a job, Mr. D? I got fuck all out of here. Oh, excuse me, got not much.
Alright, thanks.
I thought you were calling me for a minute then, Cash. I thought you said Mr. B. I didn't realise there was a guy and he called Mr. D.
Blue collar.
Think of it like that?
I'm still fine, I'm right behind. Blue collar.
So it's the same one screaming 5x5 on the CV for a half hour straight. People ask for a radio check. I give them a radio check. Is there a problem with that?
Take me a radio.
5x5, my friend, 5x5.
Hey, can I get a radio check, please?
Dude, I bet these radio checks like that far, like.
Helicopter.
Hey, Fox, you want to go faster? Let me go around me, rear-end me again, and we're going to have issues, mate.
Me? I ain't even nowhere near you.
Well, you just rear-ended me twice.
I'm nowhere near you, Mr. Bell. What are you talking about?
Mate, you were right up my butt, rear-ended me, bumped me up another 20 miles.
You must be glitching out because I'm
Dudes yelling at each other on the CB, getting all pissy.
Well, it's no glitching on my screen, mate. All I'm saying is just don't do it again.
You got the load.
It could be a rubber banding because y'all are so close together.
I'm 2 football fields behind him. What do you... I know what I'm doing.
Nothing fucking fuel.
Oh, I get that, but I'm saying, I mean, when there's the whole western half of the country, 2 football fields is considered close, you know what I'm saying? So, like, it could be your internet or his internet.
My internet runs fine, mate. I got top of the line, and I don't run it on Wi-Fi. I run it with LAN cables.
Hey, just take it to Discord, okay, guys? Keep the TV clear so we can communicate here, okay? I'm waiting on you. Yeah, we got time to get all the way up from here.
There's a load on board.
down to Fresno, Dr. D.
Yeah, I'm looking.
Tessie, you know yours or what?
I sent a picture in Discord about you, Mr. Bell.
Was the picture before or after you hit me, mate?
Oh, that's how far I've been behind you the whole time, sir.
Clear to come round, Bullfrog. Bring her around.
Righto, we've got a fuel job on the board out of Fresno.
All right, finish that job. I think I'm out for the evening, fellas. Probably be another week or so before I'm on.
Alrighty.
Yep. Anybody else out there watching on the stream, thanks for hanging out. Talk to y'all next time.